Right, welcome to Horsepower Hair TV. We've just been filming something now where we've basically taken a chainsaw to the shop. There was sawdust everywhere. That video is probably going to come after this one. You've seen the pilot, you see the one of my dad. Now we're really getting down to it. Lead Shot Hazard have supplied our theme tune. We're going to hopefully be doing an interview with them. They're a great ska band. We're going to be doing stories about cars, motorbikes, general things that happen. I'm going to tell a few little stories, which I'm going to tell one of mine now. Leon, our cameraman, he's behind the scenes. He's doing all the editing. Hello, Leon, how you doing? He's editing. We've got lots of things going on. We're not going to bombard you with videos. They're all going to be about 20 minutes max. We're going to try and keep it to about that if we can. Might have to do some two-parters. We're going to be covering all kinds of different stuff. This is about the people involved in the shop, people behind the shop, my friends, the people in my life. If you know someone you think that's interesting that you want to send over, yes, we might feature some hair because it is basically a hairdressing salon. But what I'm trying to show you is what's behind it. What's the people that are behind it, the people that help it run. This is going to be raw and edgy. Leon's going to be editing it and cutting it. But I want to keep this like kind of raw and edgy. I don't want it too polished and I want to keep it real. So yeah, feel free to comment and, you know, have your thoughts on it. We're all for it. Please like, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Thanks, Leo. Yeah, like, subscribe, and etc. So I'm going to hit you with one of my stories today that some of you have heard before, some of you haven't. But these are some of the stories that I tell my customers and stuff like that. And I thought we'd, you know, revisit them. So this story is about the second long fork chopper that I built. I think it took about 3 years. Now, we'd spent a long time doing it. Rich, as always, the long-suffering mechanic, he's the person who makes it work. Russ had done the fabrication. Keith had painted it, Keith Baker. That's now gone on. Wayne Doyle now owns that, but we might actually do a feature on that bike. So Wayne, if you're watching, get in touch. We'd like to feature my old bikes. I know you've made some changes and made it your own. So what had happened, we built it, it was all good, it was lovely. I took it up to the petrol station to fill up with petrol. I was living in Hillingdon at the time. And when I got to Hillingdon, to the petrol station, I didn't have any MOT on it, I don't think, or any tax, but it was insured. And basically the carb just got blocked and it was leaking petrol and stuff like that. So I was a little bit stressed. I'd done about 3 years building it. Anyway, I filled it up and had to push it home. Now that petrol station wasn't that far, but when you're pushing a Harley, it felt far. And it was a slight downhill, and I thought it would roll. It didn't. I had to push it the whole way. So when I got home, Rich was waiting for me. As always, I hadn't taken my mobile phone on the maiden voyage. So tip for you there, guys. If you're on a maiden voyage, take your mobile phone. Anyway, Rich was there, long-suffering Rich, who's puts up with all my mad plans and, you know, really has helped me out. Took it apart. We had some dirt in the carb. Brilliant. So I've got it out on the main road and started it up, and it's all sounding really good and we're really liking it. And this woman sort of comes up. She's probably in her maybe late 60s, early 70s, a little inebriated. She was a bit of a Nora Batty, if anyone's old enough to remember Nora Batty, but that sort of type look. The wrinkled stockings, you know, the long skirt, floral skirt, and this handbag. But she was a little bit drunk. That's important to remember for this story. So she's telling me that I can't have the motorbike on the road. It's illegal, it's loud, and I don't like it. And I'm a little bit stressed. I spent 3 years building this bike. I just want to get it right. I want to get it down the road. So I ride it off down the road. It's running lovely, but I'm kind of looking down. As you do, you're looking down, making sure it's not leaking petrol, making sure nothing's falling off. I turn round and I come back for the heroic ride past the house, you know, to signify that Richard, everything's good. And I'm looking down. So I'm heading towards the house. I'm looking down. I'm making sure nothing's falling off. Anyone who's built a motorbike knows that the maiden voyage is very important to us, you know, and you're a little bit anxious and stressed and stuff. As I look up, she's in the road in front of me, and she's taken her handbag to a full swing, pulled her arm back like this, and literally I've ducked, I've gone past like this, and it skimmed the top of my crash helmet as I've gone past. Now Rich, being a good friend as he is, leapt to my defence and was laughing so much. He was sliding down the telegraph pole. Yeah, and this woman was just going mad. But that's the story. So that's one of my little stories. There's more of that to come. And that's how the drunk lady nearly took me off my motorbike on my maiden voyage after 3 years of building it with a Keith Baker paint job. Thanks very much.